Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of AT Fins News. Today, we're going to be breaking down the Miami Dolphins' upcoming matchup against the New York Jets. So, without further ado, let's just get right into it, you guys. It's funny. It seems like I haven't talked to you guys for a long time because of the whole bye week situation. So, I took that week off just to get ready for the sprint down the finish line. So, um, let's start breaking down the Jets versus the Dolphins for a second time this year. I'm sure you guys have all heard. I mean, there's a little outbreak going around in the Dolphins organization. Not only the Dolphins, actually, it's pretty much a lot of NFL teams are actually getting hit harder than the Dolphins. But it's something that we all need to keep an eye on. I even heard today that the NFL and the NFL Players Association are getting together to see if they might postpone a few games or certain games because of the outbreak. If certain teams have so many players out on COVID, they might postpone them to like Monday or Tuesday. So let's just keep an eye on that moving forward. But the good news is for the Dolphins, at least, I'm sure you guys seen the reports earlier today that um, Ahmed and Miles Gaskins, they're actually got active from the COVID list as of today. So they qualify to play this Sunday, which is much needed because going into this Sunday at the beginning of the week, we didn't even know if we were going to have a healthy running back because also Philip Lindsay's on the COVID list and he was hurt before the bye. Jared Dokes, our practice squad running back that we selected late in the round at last year's draft, he's actually out as well on the COVID list. Javon Holland's out. He doesn't look like he's going to get back by Sunday. So we've been affected at some key positions from COVID. But seeing that at least we got Miles Gaskins and Ahmed back, hopefully they can carry the workload this Sunday. So my keys to victory against the Jets. Um, I mean, in no particular order, really, just it's like some five keys to victory. Number one, we're going to have to make life uncomfortable for Zach Wilson. The first game we played the Jets, we didn't see Zach Wilson at all. He was injured at the time, so we played against Joe Flacco. And Joe Flacco actually gave the Dolphins defense kind of a hard time. The Jets, they put up some points against us, so it wasn't like we just blew him out of the water. It was actually a pretty close game. So because he's a rookie, he hasn't seen this type of defense come after him this whole year, at least when he's been out there starting games. Let's put pressure on him. Enough with the Dolphins playing a lot of zone in this game. I want to see him, even though Javon Holland is out, which is going to kind of suck for the Dolphins back into their defense. I want the Dolphins to come out and blitz and play man to man and see if Zach Wilson can beat him because if he can, hats off to him. But as a rookie facing this much pressure, like the Dolphins defense displays week in and week out, at least on this run that we've been having, I can't see him being able to read the defense fast enough to make the right play 100% of the time. It's just not possible. Another key to victory for us um, on the offensive side is going to be we have to run the ball. I know a lot of people are going to say, well, we have the worst rushing attack in the league. Why should we run the ball? If you've noticed over the winning streak, even though we haven't been successful running the ball, we've committed to it, and all that does, even though we're not breaking off carries that we want to be breaking off and getting first downs off the run on key scenarios, um, it's helping this offense because the defense does have to play the run because we're not just straying away from it if it's not working. So the linebackers have to creep up a little closer, and that helps Tua hit them over the top. And it just gives Tua an easier throwing lanes instead of tighter windows. He's um, being able to hit those more open receivers, and it's just easier life for Tua. So we got to continue running the ball. And it's a huge benefit that, like I said, we were able to get our top two running backs back on the field instead of having to go with just Duke Johnson and whoever they decide to roll with. So it's good to have those three backs at least healthy now. We're going to have Gaskins, then Ahmed, and then Duke Johnson out there. So hopefully our running game can be sustainable and help this offense throughout the entirety of the game. As well as I want to see the third thing, I want to see more aggressiveness from our offense. I mean, I know we're on a 5 game winning streak. The offense is improving each week. We've been talking about it. How Tua's getting a lot better. He seems more comfortable in there. Um, but I want to see more aggression. I want to see, especially with now, Waddle is on the COVID. I totally forgot about that. He's not going to be playing this week. So without even Waddle, our big playmaker, he's fast in spacing, can make things happen. We need to see. I would say, I mean, Tua's biggest strength, one of them is throwing those 50-50 balls to Parker. So we should see a lot of those in this game. I want to see a more intermediate passing game from our offensive coordinators to let Tua handle. Instead of the short passes, let's do more of the intermediate the whole game and see how Tua looks in that, because we all know that Tua's a great passer, 5 to 7 yards. Let's see him get to the 8 to 12 yards a pass. Let's do that and just build him up from there. If he's our franchise quarterback, like we all hope he is, we gotta let our offensive coordinators be able to develop this kid throughout the season while trying to win still. So why not give him this game to try some intermediate passes and see if he can handle it, so we can open up a bigger playbook. Like right now, everyone says we're short. Our playbook is minimized because of Tua. I really don't think it's because of Tua. I think it's more of our offensive line's bad, so we have no running game. So I feel like our RPOs, like what Tua's running, and Tua runs it to perfection. Let me tell you, he's probably the best RPO quarterback ever. Um, our RPO game is our extension of the running game because we can't run, so we sprinkle in RPOs and let Tua throw those little slants or little outs because we need to pick up 4, 3, 4, 5 yards, and we can't do it on the ground. So the RPO is like our running game. So that's how I see it. I don't think, like some people think that the reason our playbook is so limited is just because of Tua. Um, I don't believe that. I mean, I believe it's a combination of everything on our offense. But I would just like to see the offensive coordinator throw in a lot more intermediate passes and let Tua succeed at that, so it builds his confidence in not only the short game but the intermediate. And we already know that he's a good 50-50 ball thrower to Parker or a big receiver or back shoulder. So if he can get that short and intermediate on point, he's going to be deadly. But he needs to it takes time to develop. So I'm just hoping our coordinator is aggressive so it can help us with this victory. Another thing we need to do, our line needs to get progressively better. Not only in this game, because they have to play good for us to win. It's obvious. If they have a horrible game and allow 7, 8 sacks, do we really think we're going to come out on the top? So we need to see them make better plays more consistently. We can't see leakages like we have seen throughout the year. They have been improving lately, so let's just keep improving on that matter. They had that bye week to freshen up, get ready for the home stretch. So I'm looking for this line to have a good game. Not a lot of leakage, not a lot of boneheaded mistakes like a holding call or hands to the face or legal man downfield. Nothing like that. Let's tighten up for these last 4 games, protect our quarterback, and if they can each week get better and better, this team could be dangerous, man. We can go on that 4 game run, but it all starts this Sunday against the Jets. I do notice another thing for a key to victory is it's just human nature. I get it. But our team cannot overlook the Jets, even though the Jets have a horrible record. I mean, it's a divisional game. Our team needs to go in there focused, which I believe they will. Under Flores, this team, I know we start slow, but as far as our team, I don't believe we go into any game thinking, as far as the team's mentality because of Flo, we don't go into that game thinking or overlooking any team, thinking we're just going to show up and win. He usually has the team coached up, focused, ready to go, especially late in the year. But just do not overlook any opponent. I mean, if this season has taught us anything, it's taught us any given Sunday, any team can beat anybody. Look at the Jags beating the Bills, and they just fired their head coach, but they still beat the Bills that week. So it's just anyone can win. It doesn't matter, especially it's a divisional game. It's a rivalry game. And there's times when the Jets have had a horrible record, and they've even knocked the Dolphins out of playoff contention. So Don't overlook this team. Go in there with your game plan. Stay focused. Keep it one game at a time, just like Wilkins and all the defenders are saying this week. And you should come out on top. I mean, it shouldn't be rocket science. Run the ball. Tua, keep doing what you're doing. Be consistent. Be a little more aggressive on the intermediate throws. Show a willingness to make those throws. Our defense blitz. Don't run a lot of this zone where they can pick up a 3rd and 12 because we're playing soft coverage. Come after Zach Wilson. Make him uncomfortable. Confuse him because he is a rookie. He's just getting the league and he's not having a great rookie year. So just blitz him, pressure him. I know he can extend the pocket, so stay in your lanes, but get after him. He's not going to be able to dissect our defense fast enough. I mean, overall, if we come in with the right game plan, which I believe they will, with the right mindset, which I believe they will, getting their running backs back were huge. I believe the final score is going to be 27-14. I even think 14 might be on the high side. I'm giving the Jets a little benefit of the doubt. It could be easily 27-10 or 27-6, depending on just because of how dominant the Dolphins' defense have been. But I'm looking forward to this game. I'm really excited. A lot of our fan base, even going onto the YouTube community, we're talking playoffs, which is awesome. I mean, all you want in the middle of December is for your football team to be playing meaningful games, just like I've said on my previous shows. And we're almost there. I mean, we are there right now, if you want to call it that. But if they can win this Sunday to get to 7-7, and then head to New Orleans on a Monday Night Football to try to get a game over 500 at 7-7, we're looking for the playoffs. I mean, especially with all the teams ahead of us. Like the other YouTubers are saying, all the teams ahead of us are playing each other, and a lot of people don't get that. So they're all going to knock each other out. So the only thing we can do is continue to win and let the chips fall where they may. I mean, we got put in such a bad hole that I didn't even think this season it was possible to talk about playoffs. So just the fact that people are talking about it, it gets me so excited. So hopefully the Dolphins are feeling that excitement that the fan base is having. Come out, dominate from start to finish, Dolphins, and get this victory. And let's move on to New Orleans next week and getting more of our healthy players back and ready to go for that Monday Night Football battle. But other than that, guys, I'll be back on Monday to post the reaction video to the Jets game. And I'm glad to be back, man. It was kind of boring, and I missed you talking to you guys last week, but glad our Dolphin football's back. And like always, guys, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to the channel to help build this channel organically. I love all you guys, and fins up, baby. I'm out. Later.